It was, I think, 3 o'clock in the morning a couple of days ago. I was sitting in my office and I thought to myself, what am I doing? What the hell am I doing, you know? And I thought, no, I've had enough. I've had enough of this. This needs to stop. So, what am I talking about here? Well, as you know, I'm a YouTuber, and with that comes a lot of frustration, I guess. This video here, by the way, will be unedited. This is just me trying to explain what's going on. And for me to explain that, I need to explain what happened leading up to me telling myself, what the hell am I doing at 3 o'clock in the morning? Don't worry, it will not take long. So I have sponsors on my main channel, and on some occasions there will be a company handling the sponsors, right? Or rather, I just started using a company like that. So I made 2 video integrations, and I then wanted to get paid. Actually, one of those video integrations, it has not been uploaded yet. That will be, is it Thursday now? So in a couple of days, on Saturday. And this has nothing to do with the sponsors, by the way. The sponsors are fine. It has nothing to do with that. But this company, they said, in order for us to pay, you need to use an app. You need to use an app. You know what? I'll just sit down a little bit. You need to use a third party, another company, to get paid. Okay. And then I had to download that app. You know where this is going, right? And whenever you deal with American companies, you know it's going, and I'm Norwegian, by the way, you know it's going to be difficult, because they very often, not always, but very often, they seem to think that everyone lives in America, or rather in the USA, everyone. So I tried to fill in my telephone number because they needed my telephone number. Why the hell do you need my telephone number to pay me my money? My address and all of that. But I couldn't do that because you could only fill in American addresses and American telephone numbers and all of that. And I was sitting there, I was trying, long story short, I was trying to do this in different ways, but it was not possible. And then that was when I discovered I had spent 2 hours on that. And I thought to myself, you know, I'm 53 years old. I can't waste my life with crap like this. Just can't do it. And the reason why I did this from 1 to 3 in the morning was that I have full days, you know. I have things to do. So things like this, it just comes in addition, right? You know, you don't have to be a YouTuber to relate to this. This is something that we can all relate to, I think. And then, you know, I just had enough. And it's the same, everywhere now, because they just demand more and more of you. They just demand more and more, and for the same pay, or less pay. Oh, you have to download this app, you have to register here, oh, give us all your data. It's ridiculous. So what I did was I sent an email with the necessary information to my accountant, who has wrote and sent an invoice to this advertisement or sponsor management company, and they will have to pay. And I'm not going to use that app, not going to, because I can't. It's impossible. All of this led me to think further. It led me to realize something that I find quite profound. I need to spend more time doing what I like, and less time or no time at all doing what I don't like. A normal day for me, and it's shameful to admit this, but the administration and everything that is not creative, and I'm an author if you didn't know, the time I'm spending doing things that is not writing or, talking to a camera, making videos. I like making videos, but all the other stuff. Can I say that I spend more time on the other stuff now? Because they just add more and more. Oh, you have to use this app, you have to, and the state, the government, they demand more and more and more. They need to know everything. And then I just realized, what the hell am I doing here? What I want to do is to go for a hike and sit by the campfire. It's that simple. I don't want to sit there, hunched over the laptop, wasting my life on crap, nonsense. So I thought, if this means, just sending them an invoice, if I know how it works, this is a company on a different continent. If they just say, oh, you have to use the app or you won't pay, I won't get paid. And again, this is no fault of the sponsors. It's this company, the middleman. And you know what? Even though I consider that theft, and I will make a follow-up video to tell you how it goes, and I will call them out with their name and all of that, and warn other YouTubers if they don't pay me. But if I don't get paid, so be it, because I'm not bending the knee, going back to using that app that I can't use. And even at this point, even if they changed things there so that I could use it, I won't. Because I will no longer, do this. It feels like you're on a leash. They have you on a leash. And no, it's not okay. I had a trailer full of some stuff, leftover materials, wooden balls from, I put a new roof on my Viking cabin and so on. And I had to get that to the, what do you call it, the city dump. They call it some, recycling place. That's what they call it now. They just burn the whole thing. They just burn it all. But anyway, it sounds better when they call it recycling. And I had to download another fucking app in order to do that. It's insane. It is insanity. And imagine the industry. Oh, the dogs, not the dogs, the horses are waiting for me. Yeah. Imagine the industry and the money that goes into harvesting all of your information, your phone number, address, your activity online, all of that, and reselling that. Because that's what they're doing, of course. Hi. Another thing that I want to mention here is YouTube, you know? YouTube is a problem now because, well, social media is a problem. Because of people. And not because of people, because of how it all, what it's become. Because of what it's become. It's a very different animal now than it was when I started. And I find no joy in making short form vertical videos. I don't like that. So I'm not going to do that. If that means, again, you know, if that means that I won't get the views. Now, honestly, whenever I have made short form content, you know, shorts as they call it on YouTube, it's always harmed my long form content. It's always been negative. But even if it was a positive thing to do, if you know, I'm not going to do it because I don't enjoy it. Same with content. I get it, you know, not so many people are interested in, you know, watching some Norwegian guy go hiking and camping in the woods. And that's on my channel, Bjorn Outdoors, by the way. And this here is more my rant channel. This is where I rant about things. But I find joy in making Viking Age content and hiking and camping videos. So that's what I'm doing mainly. But when it comes to Viking Age, the Viking Age videos, it's that niche has been, what you say, gobbled up. It's been destroyed by AI. You know, they're using AI to put the character, the main character, the presenter, which is often AI, in a historical setting and so on. And there are some exceptions. There are some good history channels out there still, you know. Hiking and camping, it's my passion. Going to do it a lot more. I have planned 20 more nights out in the woods this year. Yeah. And I get it, you know. If it's not that interesting, it's fine. There are probably other people who are making better outdoors or hiking, camping videos than I do. But, you know, I don't make those videos for the views. I really don't. I just want to share my little adventures. And I'm done chasing the views. And if you look at the income, you know, from YouTube now, it's laughable. They say, oh, you know, subscribers, that's a vanity metric. It's the views that matter. No, that's wrong. That's wrong. Subscribers is not a vanity metric. You know what subscribers are? It's a number. The subscriber count is a number that tells you a lot about the trust and love that people have for your channel. The views, if even they are somewhat correct, I don't think they necessarily are. That's a vanity metric. because it doesn't reflect your income, ad revenue and all of that. There is some, well, yes, of course, if you get 1 million views, you get paid well for a video. But in order to get 1 million views, you have to please the algorithm. And what does that say about you? If you're a YouTuber, all you're doing is you're pleasing the algorithm. Then you're basically just basically just employed by YouTube, aren't you? Where's the integrity there? So, what I'm trying to say here is that for me, I'm done. I'm done wasting time doing things I don't like to do. And if that means that some American middleman company won't pay me for the work I've done, so be it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. And you have to put your foot down. At some point, you have to put your foot down and say, no more. No more. Because if you don't, it never stops. And they will just be adding more and more and more stress and stupid stuff to your life. So making that choice, saying no more, this is where it stops. It comes at a cost, financial cost. But if you can manage without that money, if you can manage, I think it's worth it. Because losing your peace, for me, there is no money in the world. There is not enough money in the world for me to be okay with losing my peace. So no. As I said, I just want to go hiking, sit by the campfire, and all of that. So, and you can find links to my other channels in the video description. That secret area of YouTube, that yet to be discovered area of YouTube, the video description. Yeah, used to be a big thing, the video description, but no longer is it a big thing on YouTube. No, because people, I don't think, can people read? Do people still read? But okay. Hope you enjoyed this video.